sitasahau Kenya na nitabaki Mkenya.
99.2 FM. This is Radio Ara. This is Radio Ara, home of African music.
Sote wenye nchi ya Kenya kutumikia Kenya daima na milele. Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele daima. Wenye nchi Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele daima. Sitaiacha Kenya nchi yangu, mimi ni mwenye Kenya daima. Umoja wetu Kenya tudumishe, mimi ni mwenye Kenya daima. Sitadanganywa kamwe na porojo, mimi ni mwenye Kenya daima. Wenye kuleta chuki kati yetu, mimi ni mwenye Kenya daima. Nitatetea haki za Wakenya, mimi ni mwenye Kenya daima. Wala sitakubali ukabila, mimi ni mwenye Kenya daima. Sitaharibu mali ya wengine, mimi ni mwenye Kenya daima. Na majirani wangu nitalinda, mimi ni mwenye Kenya daima. Wenye nchi wenzangu, Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele daima. Wenye nchi Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele daima. Tushangilie Kenya, taifa letu tukufu, Kenya tunayoipenda. Tushangilie Kenya, taifa letu tukufu, Kenya tunayoipenda. Kenya nchi tunayoipenda, Kenya nchi tunayoipenda.
99.2 FM. This is Radio Ara. This is Radio Ara, home of African music.
Yes, from wherever you may be listening to us from, I'm telling you, your home of African music here in Stuttgart City. Yes, welcome this evening. From wherever you may be listening to us from. And as I'm telling you, happy Madaraka Day to Kenyans all over the world. Yes, I'm telling you from today. Remember, it's the 1st June of 2022. The first day of half of the year, actually. Yes, and I'm telling you, it's 5:35 this evening. From wherever you may be listening to us from. And you know your home of African music as always on Wednesdays. Yes, for the ladies out there. WCW. Women Crash Wednesday, I'm telling you. Celebrating their birthdays this month. You know how we do it here from the home of African music. Wishing you all the best. And remember to send us a request. Remember to send us your pictures. We may be posting one of them here for those who are celebrating their birthdays this month. We have never done this before, but I'm telling you, maybe doing this time. We may be celebrating everybody around the world who is celebrating his or her birthday this month. Send us, and for those who are having it today, actually the 1st of June 2022, yes, happy birthday to all of you out there from wherever you may be listening to us from.
Radio Ara,
live from Stuttgart City, Germany,
wishing you happy birthday.
Check out It's My Birthday right here.
It's my birthday, it's my birthday.
I need your company. I'm still in love for you.
Yeah, today is a very special day, I'm telling you, for Kenyans out there. We have seen the Kenyan president actually at the Uhuru Gardens. He has spoken a lot. We're gonna bring you this on the top of the hour. But remember, on Wednesday, as always, it is Diaspora Chronicles, and I don't want to go much today this evening. So wherever you may be joining us on our Facebook, we are live on our Instagram at Radio R99.2 FM. Yes, if you're listening us live on www.cradior.com. Yes, and if you're joining us actually right now on YouTube, thank you so much. For those who are still tuning in, keep on sharing to your neighbors out there. Yes, as TP always say, keep on sharing to your side chicks out there. Yes, and everybody that always exists. Love the family that you have out there. Tell them all. And remember, it's Diaspora Chronicles this evening. And as always, WCW, as always say, on my left side, there is a beautiful lady here today. I'm telling you, she looks today gorgeous. Yes, as always, and I'm telling you, the sun is shining out there, but when she sits here, I'm telling you, inside the studio, there is always some brightness. Join us today, and I'm telling you, Nyathia Kenya is here today with me for the Diaspora Chronicles at this hour today. Welcome to the show, Nyathia Kenya.
Thank you.
Hey, I missed you since last Wednesday to this.
You too, It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. The weather is now warm enough.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, let me also wish my fellow Kenyans happy Madaraka Day.
Tell them.
Yeah, it is a call for us to just continue to remember the essence of Madaraka Day.
To remember the essence of Madaraka Day.
The liberty to rule ourselves. So the first thing that we need to do is to stay united. Yeah.
Stay united.
Let's love each other, even from diaspora. If you're Kenyans in the diaspora,
sure. Let's
love each other. Do you belong to any community in the diaspora? Are you belonging to Kenyans in Luxembourg, Kenyans in Germany, Kenyans in France? Belong somewhere. It's the essence of unity.
It's the essence of unity,
which is the most important thing during Madaraka Day.
I love that. Most of the Kenyans, when they transferred themselves from Kenya to Europe or to Asia or to wherever they are, they forgot about Madaraka Day.
Yes,
some of them don't know why Kenyans celebrate Madaraka Day.
We forget the essence of unity.
Yes.
Let's continue to love each other. It's very important. Yes, and the president, let me tell you what I took from the president. Yeah?
Say it.
The president said, we talked about single mothers, by the way, which we are still talking about today. The president noticed.
The president noticed that single mothers out there.
The number of single mothers in Kenya is increasing, and it is alarming.
It's alarming.
It is just alarming because it is not the authentic African way of life. Yeah?
That's not. I agree that.
The way our tradition is constipated, is not designed.
It's not designed
for a parent to raise kids alone. Yeah, so he's just calling us to go back to the drawing board. He called on the traditional leaders, the church leaders, to look into the matter and talk to fellow citizens, and try and see if we can bring back our African tradition of raising kids the normal way we are supposed to raise.
I love that.
There's a father,
there's a mother.
That is the authentic African way.
Sure. Thank you so much for those who are still joining us at this hour. Remember, yes, it's Diaspora Chronicles this evening, and Nyathia Kenya said it all. Just to add on, remember, Kenyans, they are going to vote actually on the August 9th.
Yes.
And for the first time, we are seeing a woman maybe becoming the vice president of Kenya.
We might be having the first female vice president
in Kenya. So we saw this in Tanzania. Maybe we may be experiencing this in Kenya. And what the presidential candidate from the other side, the Azimio, they always call it, said when he comes to power, when he takes over power from the current president, all the single mamas, all those ladies who were given kids and the boys ran away. I always call them the boys. Those who ran away are always boys.
All those strong women.
All those strong women that are raising kids alone.
They are supposed to be getting 6,000
Kenyan shillings.
I watched on TikTok. There's a lady who already was asking. She's a single mom in Kenya.
Yes.
She said when she has already calculated her birthday in September, so she said when Baba becomes the president, her birthday comes in September. She has already planned
she will be earning. She will be earning. In fact, she will be earning. And now, when you said that it is alarming how single women are becoming in Kenya, I was worried. Is this the reason as to why there are many single women actually in Kenya, or there are single women all around the world? But we are not putting it that way. But for the single women, for those who are given children and the boys ran away, the boys, as always, the Queen Victoria says, wanawaka. So those the incoming Kenyan president, because you don't know where the people will vote.
Our possible fifth.
Possible. I like that.
Yes.
Our possible fifth will give you something. So you may be earning after the 9th of
I'm
August.
telling you, it's something
if you're a single
good,
mother. Yes.
It's something good for the single mothers in Kenya. The only problem I fear, it might encourage it.
That's why I say.
In as much as it is a way of life, sometimes you don't have any control over it.
Yes.
But in the essence of the African way of life, we really don't want to encourage it. We want to go back to the drawing board, where we raise our kids the traditional way, the African way.
I like that. Last week, actually, for those who are joining us right now, and for those who have not watched the first episode, remember last week I just came here and told Akinyi, please talk to the single mothers. They should behave. Behave.
And I felt very confident talking about it because I am one. So I'm only talking about experiences that I myself have made. So I know that the one single mother or the other one is experiencing one of these stages. Either now or later. So it was really easy for me. So I said, okay, let's just continue because we didn't finish. So I want to know what we just discussed the different stages that we normally are as single mothers.
I'm telling you.
Sometimes you are bitter. Sometimes now
we are harsh.
That's why we realize God is existing. We are church goers.
Sometimes our emotions carry us away.
Sometimes our emotions carry us. We become motivational speakers.
I'm telling you.
And sometimes we just reach that point where we are free spirited and we have realized that there is something bigger than single parenthood, which is called life.
So these stages,
live it to the fullest.
These stages, if you have not watched them, go to YouTube. Actually, the first episode is on YouTube, and the second episode is actually what we are going to discuss today, and that gives us our topic today. We are going on with the single mothers out there. Most of them still, Akinyi, I have to insist, they should be behaving. They should behave.
We don't
especially
behave. What
here in
makes
diaspora.
You think we don't
Yes,
behave?
I am thinking they should behave. But before we go there, let's go to a very short break. When we come back, remember single mothers out there, and if you are joining us on Facebook, thank you so much. Daisy Owino, I can see you out there. Thank you so much for joining us. Daisy actually saying, single mothers, we are doing a great job. Let nobody put us down. Nobody will ever put you down. Not even CR will put you down.
Boss lady is also watching.
Hey, boss lady, thank you so much for joining us. But we're gonna know. Tell us what you think about the single mothers out there. What are they doing good? What are they doing bad? This happens here in Diaspora Chronicles, as Akinyi says. Diaspora Chronicles, we always tell you the way it is.
Yes.
Jambo. Tom Amolo, Ambassador of Kenya here in Germany. I'm listening to Radio RFM, home of African music, the affirmative African narrative. Karibuni nyote.
We are number one on entertainment.
Check this out, ladies and gentlemen listening.
Music.
We take care of your music needs.
Interviews.
Are you ready?
And Diaspora Chronicles.
Keep listening for more.
Oh yes, it's 99.2 FM, Radio Ara, your station, your solution.
Let's go!
This is Radio Ara. Home of African music.
You want to bamba? You want to G with the big boys?
Above the head, below the belly.
Brand new music. Remember where you.
Everything I do, I on the I'm feeling vibes on vibes.
Home of African music.
I'm again over so. Girl, you won't capture my soul.
From one amazing tune to the other.
99.22 FM.
Yes, I'm telling you, from wherever you may be listening to us from, welcome back. Remember, it's Diaspora Chronicles. For those who are joining us, remember today we are talking to the single mothers out there. Akinyi, I don't want us to waste more time. Last time we talked about the stages of single mothers, and we saw a lot of things, and it is actually out there. For those who missed the show last week on Wednesday, they can go back to YouTube and watch it out there. we were on the stages and we have seen so many people react to it.
we reached the point of Mama
We reached a point, Mama Happiness. Single mamas.
Mama Happiness, they did not know what to do, whether to stop the reading the constitution or to go and attend to happiness.
As Daisy said, they are doing a good job.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, there is a struggle in it. Being a single mama. It's not easy. We reached at a point where Happiness came to disturb her mom and changed the tune. Now it was beat Happiness, just stay, I'm coming. I'm stop.
And the boyfriend was wondering, what kind of a ringtone is this?
Single mothers, they are doing a lot. Take us to the next stage. Tell us. Single mothers out there. But
so today I wanted to talk about the way we react to our baby daddies. Do you know it's very different?
I just want to have the feeling.
Also stage for stage, It depends on how it ended, If it ended on a good note or if it ended on a bad note, So because this is something that we are all processing,
Yes.
The woman is processing finally raising kids on her own and at the same time trying to make a mutual relationship with the father of your children.
Yes.
And the man also is trying to process it because all of a sudden now I'm not together with this woman.
Yes.
But I cannot avoid her because for me to see my kids, I must
have to have this
with her. So you see, it's very puzzling for both of us.
There must be a bond between you two, even if it is not existing like before.
Even if, but you see, it is never easy. We all learn it, Some of us take longer than others, to finally learn that, in as much as we are not together. But we have to co-parent. That means there must be a mutual respect
between you two.
the both of us. So the way we will take it is very different. I don't want to talk about the single fathers because then it's almost easy to judge.
That's it.
It's
very easy to judge a man.
To judge a single
men, are you listening?
Because they will react the same way.
Sure.
They will all react the same way. If the mother is good to them, they will be good.
Yeah.
If the mother is bad,
they will
man
give
is someone
you,
that will just get a distraction.
That's it.
Which means he'll just look for someone else.
And that's it.
He will be distracted. But for us, it's very hard because when we are living with those kids, we consider them. We think about them. We think about us. Sometimes there are feelings involved.
That's it.
Sometimes you are not really over this guy. So all this thing comes all to.
It's a mixed feeling.
Going to react. In fact, I just didn't remember on time. But we would have played a clip. There are two Kenyan TikTokers that have videos. And very funny videos where there's a woman and a man,
Okay.
The woman is a single man, is a single mom,
Sure.
and the father and the man is the baby daddy. So they do clips of what normally happens on a normal
daily life. I get
the way
it.
they communicate and the lies. So this is just something that was very interesting. Maybe we might watch it.
We might be watching
or
it.
might put one of the clips at the end of our episode or some other time.
Sure,
right?
Sure.
So there is that single mother who is not in good terms with the baby daddy. Yeah, that means she does not want
even
to
care.
look at him in the face.
In the face.
So what happens? There was one lady in just here in Germany as well.
All right.
In another town, in northern Germany actually.
Okay.
So when they separated with the man, they left on a very bitter note. So this woman also was on that bitter stage.
Okay.
Where she's angry with everybody. She's most angry with this man. So when the problem happened here now, the lady had 2 children with the 2 baby daddies.
Different.
99.
So now, when they are coming to pick their children, she now made it like they both have to come at the same time, so that she can have her own time.
So this is what you do out here, huh?
No, what
single mamas.
Was that they were not coming inside. They were not allowed to get inside her house.
They always speak outside. Like here in German, they are given a distance.
They will stand outside. Yeah. And then now she sends those children one after the other. You go to your father, alright? You go to your father, alright? So one time, one baby daddy was really pressed. He came and said, okay, please, I really want to go to the toilet. At least allow me to
enter now.
She said, you use my water when you come, you have to pay me. Yes.
Even for flashing?
For flashing the water that he wants to pay. So you see on the whole this process, these kids are processing. They're wondering,
what's mama doing to these guys?
It was really on a bitter note. They are talking harshly to each other, and these kids are wondering, surely,
what's happening?
Sure these two people are our parents? Because but like I said,
yes,
these are things we learn.
We are learning from them.
Because for her to react like that, she's processing something.
Sure.
There is an emotion that she's trying to work on. And sometimes when you're very emotional, you forget your rationality. You forget your senses. You don't really think rationally, because had she thought about the kids,
she could not have done that.
She would not have done that. So imagine the guy is down there pressed and she cannot climb up there.
Go to the toilet.
And now they're living in an apartment where there's no bush. It was such a
very difficult
thing. It was such a and then the other baby daddy, the other side, is now laughing. It was
because
my dear,
what do we go through?
These are called Chronicles.
Diaspora
Chronicles. Because if we are at home, there's no way this kind of things will happen.
It cannot happen. First of all,
because if he wants to see his children, he will send his sister to go and bring them.
Go and pick them.
Yeah,
here is different.
It's really easy at home.
Sure.
Or he will send his mom to go and get the kids.
But here in diaspora,
but here it's you that have to. And the law also instructs
that you are the person who should pick and drop.
Supposed to go and pick and drop. Yes.
Being a single mother is a problem.
No, it is not easy. I mean, people
it's
have
not easy.
Hearts. I mean, we should be celebrating Mother's Day and Father's Day at the same time, because what we have to handle, you have to imagine that for you to meet a single mom who is actually strong, independent, free-spirited, and happy with herself. She has gone through all these stages. She has been bitter, she has been irrational, she has been mad, she has lost it, until finally now she's herself. It is not a joke. That is one example. Now there are those other ones that did not live, they did not part in a bad way.
Like the best part here I found in this story is the two baby daddies coming at the same time to pick their different children.
Look at themselves like, hey, Alpha.
We were having this woman, Maybe I was the first one.
You haven't picked your own yet? No, I'm waiting.
Is it a delivery shop? Are you heading to Bawaki? For those who are joining us right now, remember, Diaspora Chronicles is what is happening here today, and we are talking to the single mothers out there. Single mothers are going through very different things out here. They are strong women, as Daisy told us from the first time, and we are looking at the stages of being a strong woman on being a single mama.
Yes.
It's not easy out there. As we have seen so many things happening here in Diaspora, it's a little bit harder. In wherever you come from, each African country or wherever you are right now, there may be a different way of them communicating actually, but here is something that is very, very difficult to see somebody that you throw out last year.
It is very difficult, so we really have to understand ourselves. And me personally, I have an opinion that I always believe that if you're honest with yourself, if you're honest with yourself, kind of life is easier for you, because you accept if you're weak at a certain point, you just accept that, I'm weak at this stage, I cannot do it, but I really want to get over it. So once you're honest with yourself, kind of you get the strength to go through it.
I'm telling you. Before we go to the next stage, we're talking about the reaction to our baby daddies. That's what we have explained right now.
Yes.
So no matter how you departed, no matter how bitter it was, what do you think can be a very solution to this, so that at least we don't show our children that ended the bitter way?
Yeah, but that is what I'm trying to explain for you, that these are stages.
Okay.
Because once women are very I believe women are spiritual. That means when something happens and it affects her child, it might take her time, but she will notice what it is.
That's true.
She will get it. So in as much as she's very bitter at that stage, with the baby daddy, at a certain point she will realize that this bitterness is affecting my child. And she will just retrieve her steps back.
I love that.
All of us do it. Yes. Just that others take longer than the others. But we always reach that point where we say, no, I think these kids are more valuable than me or him.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if one of us has to calm down, and in most cases the woman just said, for my kids, let me just calm down. Men are always men. I'm telling you. Abid Matthew says, Wagwan, my favorite, most beautiful single mom and auntie. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Thank you. It feels good to hear that.
It feels good to hear
that. Yeah.
Jambo. Tom Amolo, Ambassador of Kenya here in Germany. I'm listening to Radio RFM, home of African music, the affirmative African narrative. Karibuni nyote.
From wherever you may be listening to us from, remember, Diaspora Chronicles is what is happening here today. And I'm telling you, the beautiful Nyathi Akinyi, I always call her Phantom Gorgeous. She's here right to me, my WCW, every Wednesday, whether you like it out there or not. And remember, at this particular moment, you have only 1 minute actually to the top of the hour. We are talking about 6 o'clock this evening. But Diaspora Chronicles continues. We want to talk to the single mothers out there. And if you're joining us right now, just remember, from Stuttgart City to all over the world, we are live on Facebook. We are live everywhere. You can listen to us on www.cradior.com. And for those people who have always been joining us, thank you so much. Keep joining, keep subscribing. Remember, the first episode of The Single Mothers is on YouTube. Go there, out there, and watch. Nyathi Akinyi, from the reaction of our baby daddies, what's next for the baby mamas?
Those ones are the ones that left on a bitter note. So both of them need time before they can heal, before they can come to terms with what has happened, and then they will eventually we normally become friends. We have to, for the sake of
we have to cooperate here.
But there are those that did not live on a wrong note.
Those are the one I want to get now.
So the mutual understanding.
I am not going to do it anymore.
The other party accepted that, for the sake of our children,
I am walking away.
Let us part ways so that the children live in a peaceful environment.
I'm telling you.
Yeah?
Yes.
That is the best relationship ever, because no one is bitter with the other one.
Nobody.
Yeah? The problem now comes.
Yes.
Because now you as a single mom, that means you're on good terms with this guy. When he comes to visit the kids, you don't restrict him.
You can come inside.
You can come in.
There is no 1 meter Abstand.
In fact, there's no 1 meter Abstand. There's nothing. He comes, and normally in his mind, nothing has changed. It is only you that knows that it has changed.
That's changed, but
mind,
everything is okay.
Nothing has changed. He comes in, you make tea for him, because this is like, he's the father of your children. Why would you not attend to him?
That's difficult. It's like taking your ex back. People here out there don't take their exes back.
The children also notice that nothing has happened. It's just that Papa doesn't live anymore with us.
Even they are asking themselves what happened.
Because nothing really much has changed. Just that he's not in.
Look at them, the way they are smiling. She has cooked for him today. That's why Mom was here on her makeup every day, and Daddy was coming.
When Daddy was coming, Mommy was putting my makeup and wondering, nothing has changed.
Even today, the mascaras are on position.
And it will should just be a very good environment.
Yes.
They smile, you
Yes.
talk, they go, they take the kids together to McDonald's or swimming or anything. You know, it's just a nice thing. The way it's actually supposed to be. The problem now.
There is a problem.
Yes, there's a problem.
I thought it was life in enjoyment.
No, it is not supposed to be like. It is supposed to be like that. But in your mind, you should also be aware that you are not together. You're just co-parenting. You're not together.
So one of them has to forget here. The way I'm feeling.
In most cases, it is the man. It is the man that forgets that, you know, we are co-parenting.
Man.
It's not like we are together, we are co-parenting.
Man, whenever there is a woman,
you lose network.
you lose network.
So,
yes.
you have taken the kids to McDonald's, you have taken them swimming, you have brought them back.
You're feeling at
It
home.
is it is around 7, so you decide, okay, fine, then let mommy go do Abed Essen.
Yes,
so
as we wait.
eat, and then after eating, you as the mom, you're aware that, okay, after eating,
I need to work.
Papa is going to go. In your mind, you already know that, okay, Papa is going to go.
Papa is not going anywhere.
Papa is not going.
Papa, what happened?
All, when he came and saw you with that makeup, he lost his mind.
He said, today we are going to become
He already
one.
knew that, no, I'm not leaving this house. I'm not leaving this house.
And the food itself is missing whenever he is.
I'm telling you, it's like, this is food comes, you eat well. Then you tell him, okay, Papa, because you are not always here, at least take them to go brush their teeth, and then you put them to bed before you leave. While I go and make the utensils, I clean up the kitchen.
This is
you know, you in your mind, you're like, this is how co-parenting is supposed to be.
No. This is the time you're telling this man sleep here today.
He has shouted sometimes, maybe he has even called his friends, I'm not coming over.
The train.
But you're not aware.
The train has gone.
You're not aware. Mama, you're not aware. So after everything, the kids are asleep, and then you're like, okay, Papa, so when next are you coming to see them, or you just let me know, or you tell him, okay, next weekend I'm not around, I want to go somewhere with the kids. You know,
not going
talking
anywhere.
nicely with him, and then
he
bursts your bubbles and says, why are you talking to me like I'm going? I'm not going.
Why are you going to sleep now?
I'm like, Papa, but we have finished you have finished
your role today.
Then you not will you not offer me a drink? I mean, it's Friday. I've come to see my kids. They are saying,
the weekend is coming.
Why can't you offer me a drink? Because they come to see the kids over the weekend, yeah? Because during the week, you're all working, eh?
Of course. So
you're like, okay, fine.
Even if they have time, they have to work.
They're like, okay, fine. I'm not fighting with this man. So let me offer him a drink. What's the problem?
Whiskey.
Okay, fine, Papa. But then they just give me one drink. But really, I have to sleep. So
one for the road.
As you're drinking, let me go inside. I mean, it's my time now. I need to talk to my boyfriend, at least tell him good night, and, talk to him and all that, because you're trying to make a point to him, like, there's nothing really. But they are baby that, especially these ones that come from West Africa. That's why I love West African men.
West African
they are hot-headed. You will not tell him anything. No. In fact, he tell you, okay, no problem, just go and talk to your boyfriend. Go talk to me, I'll just be here drinking.
I'll come.
You think you have made him feel somehow that he will leave?
Nothing.
He's not leaving. He's not leaving. You are done. You talk to your boyfriend. You say, oh, good night and all that. Then you come. He's on his third glass. He's on his third glass. We're like, Papa, now it's like I'll leave you here
because I need to sleep.
Because now I need to sleep, or I need to go, or if you're sleeping, tell me if you're sleeping. So I go out with my boyfriend
or something like that.
Then I'll tell you, no, I'm sleeping, but you did not plan to go out. So you can't just, what happens in the morning, what happens with the children, I don't know what happens. What if I change my mind in the night, I'm going? You can't do this, you can't. So that's when it dawns on you.
These men are sharp.
This man is not going anywhere.
I still stay.
Then now you break the news, say, okay, Papa, it's like you don't want to go. What's the problem? You are joking with West African baby daddy. He tells you the truth. He say, why are you behaving like a child? You don't know what is going on. I say, no, Papa, I don't know what is going on. Then he will tell you, listen to what he will tell you. Why are you denying me something that I already know? then you're like,
you mean the man is his? Now he has spoken.
Now he has opened up. He has revealed what his intentions really are. It's like, you are with all that makeup, be walking around up and down, up and down. It's not like I don't know it. I know the whole geography there.
Of course.
Why are you hiding? Why are you doing this? Why must you do? So like, but then if we continue like this, when are we ever going to be safe? So there are those kind of single mothers that it ends, it doesn't
but
end.
It doesn't end. You're always there, you're also not there.
We're always on and off. You're always on and off, because actually when he asks you, what is there that I don't know? You have to answer yourself. Really, there's nothing.
There's nothing he doesn't know. Now, what are we gonna do here? Single mothers.
He tells you, my own has even produced children. So why are you denying me? Okay, then you wouldn't. Okay, because of that person that has not even given back with you. You're not sure. No.
Men will always be men. Men will always be men.
Men will always be men.
Baby daddies.
There are those single mothers.
Yes.
That are on good terms with their baby daddies.
And
the problem just comes when now she wants to move on. It is difficult to move on because there's always that soft, cordial relationship between you and him. So anytime he comes, you feel it difficult to tell him you cannot enter my house.
Yes.
Because he's not your enemy.
Sure.
He's your friend.
He's the
father of your kid.
Yes.
But now they also take it to the next level, and it's like, then you take yourself back to the drawing board.
Yes.
And you're always on and off. These are the kind of, it's hard to, these are the ones that are called confused single mothers. But they're nicely confused.
They're nicely confused, as you said.
Yes.
And I love that. And it's very difficult actually to, in such a situation, I understand. When a man comes and says, what don't I know?
What don't I know?
Tinko.
This West Africa, they even call it rented. Yes, I tell you, it's rented. Don't worry, even if you have a boyfriend, you can always collect rent.
I love that word. I love the terminology, the way it is being used here. Single mothers, baby daddies.
I'm telling you.
This is Diaspora Chronicles. From wherever you may be listening to us from. And if you are joining us right now, remember our single mothers out there. There are stages.
There are stages.
There
are those single mothers that are still bitter.
There are those
still working their emotions.
That's it.
There are those that are very, very good with their baby daddy. They are confused.
They are confused. Do I go? Do I not?
On and off. They want to leave.
They are not leaving.
It's hard to leave, because both of them also are not ready to give up.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, the mother is not ready to give up. The man is not ready to give up. So it's just on and off, on and off. But there is also that good set of single mothers.
Yes.
Who have come to a point where they really have a cordial, mutual relationship with their baby daddies, and it is functioning front and back.
And back, yes.
That means the man respects his boundaries. He comes, yes, but he respects his boundaries.
And
the woman also respects his boundaries.
Sure.
Her boundaries. She has her own individual life. She dates, and she knows that I have to separate this from this. The problem with this kind of single mothers now is that when you have introduced somebody in your life, sometimes we are too attached to our children than the man who is dating us.
I agree with that.
And the man will always feel it.
And you're gonna realize yourself as a single mama that this man is pushing you away from your children. Yes. But maybe it is because you and your child you created a bond that you don't want anybody.
That you don't want anyone to
come.
Really
It's very hard.
Really a turmoil. Because in as much as you have reached that point where everything is functioning, you're on good terms with your baby daddy, you have a boyfriend, but now the boyfriend is now demanding a lot, and you now start fearing that you might actually deviate.
That's it.
You might actually distance yourself from your children. So it's really, really not easy
for a single mama.
That's why I always say, if you meet a single mom,
respect,
no matter what stage she is in, first of all, understand her. She's processing the whole thing.
Sure.
She's processing the whole thing, and secondly, she's trying to manage everything. She's trying to be happy, trying to be a good mom, and trying to be a good baby mama.
That's it.
Three jobs at the same time, which is not easy.
Hey.
Yes.
And I take this opportunity. I know today is Madaraka Day, Kenyan Day. Today is the 1st June. Is the half of the year today. And to the single mothers out there, respect. I'm telling you from the home of African music. This evening, as always, the Diaspora Chronicles. I'm telling you from wherever you may be listening to us. Thank you for those who have always been joining us every Wednesday. And for those who are requesting that we be here daily. We're going to look into that. Keep the comments coming. And if you have any other topic out there that you wish that we tackle here with Nyatia Kinyi, remember you can always DM us on our Instagram. Remember on our Facebook, on our TikTok, on our YouTube. Leave a comment, leave an email. Remember on our WhatsApp number. You can always find us on the internet everywhere we are. And for those who are listening to us always on www.cradior.com, thank you always for doing this. We need to give way for the ship next with Queen Victoria.
Yes.
Give some single mothers out there a word as we begin the next chapter of this year.
What is very important that I have taken from my own personal experience, you see all these things I have said, I have experienced them personally. I've been there one stage after the other, up to the point where you now accept and you are really free-spirited, free-minded.
Sure.
You want to be a strong woman, raise your kids, and also respect the father of your kids at the same time, and also lead an independent life.
Perfect.
But what we should all realize, as single mothers, is that the most important human beings in the entire fiasco is our children. That is the first thing you should accept. Once you have realized that, you should also know that these kids, they did not apply
to come here.
To come and be raised by a single parent.
That's it.
So if the situation has made it that you must be the one to raise them alone,
then
try and find a way to incorporate their father.
That's it.
And two wrongs don't make a right. You cannot both be hot-headed. If you realize that your baby daddy is really hot-headed, is not budging, then you must calm down.
That's it.
For the sake of your kids, you must calm down.
I'm telling you.
Because you want to create a peaceful environment for your kids to grow up in. You want to create an environment where your kids know, in as much as our parents separated, but they both love us.
That's it.
Because those are the fundamental things that is important to you, and if you ask your baby daddy, that is also important to him.
Of course.
So that is the only advice I can give my fellow single mothers.
Fellow single
and we
mothers
continue to enjoy life, Bana.
Yes, I'm telling you out there from wherever you may be listening to us from, as she said, and as Avid said, to the most beautiful and single mama out there, what we talk here, as she said, actually, most of them comes from you, and most of them is some experiences that has been experienced, not only her, maybe from our friends that we all know. Let's come together and let's raise our children the right way. Thank you so much. And for those who have been joining us, remember next Wednesday we're here and we might be discussing your topic out there. So stay tuned.
So behave
out there.
It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, non-stop African hits, broadcasting live from Stuttgart city to the world. 99.2 Radio RFM, a place where music lives. 99.2 FM.
Shut up and bend over. Let your back do the talking over. So back up and bend over.
It's your favorite boy, Kid on the track.
Home of African music.